Tulikuwa tunatana hapo kwa ulinzi initially, but now we are turning off at Uhuru Gardens. Hapo kuna construction zone hapo around Uhuru Highway kidogo, Haile Selassie, mtaweza kuangalia hapo.
Good morning from wherever you are and welcome to the Jubilee Live Free Race as we have our first race participants from the Black Mamba and Paracyclist category being flagged off and take the start. The race commissar is at front as we take in drone shots of the neutral zone, which is up to Nyaya roundabout, after which the race will commence officially. Unlike previous editions of the race, where the participants had their races in the rain. Today, the participants will have their race in perfect weather conditions as the Nairobi sun starts to creep in. And back to the bike shots as we see some participants of the elite race making their way to the race village and started their race later on. The cyclists turn at Bunyala roundabout then on Uhuru Highway as we see shots of the Nairobi Expressway. Once the race is officially started, the cyclists will head to Bunyala roundabout, which we are currently getting aerial shots, and head up to the Bunyala climb, highlighted and what you can see currently, then take the next right onto Lower Hill Road. And the race is officially on as we get shots of the cyclists, notably Bernie's Kariuki, Team Uganda, Joyce in blue jacket, Deedon in the green Kenya coolers in the paracycling category as the cyclists take on their first test of the day, the Bunyala climb. Gabriel Mbuko is currently leading them, followed closely by Samuel Ndongo before Boaz Ninjisa decides to attack on the right, and his move is checkmated with another as we get to the top of Bunyala climb and onto Lower Hill Road. And back from the Nairobi CAD aerial shots, we have Samuel Ndongo leading the size down Pelodon by what the local cyclists refer to as Mount Bunyala, as they now do a flat section on Lower Hill Road. As it's a flat section, Samuel Ndungo ups the tempo as we see more and more riders fall out. Perfect game plan it is to have a smaller group at the front, as they take a right in a small descent up to Haile Selassie roundabout. As they approach Haile Selassie, we now see the Tanda boys approaching the front, now in fourth wheel as we take the roundabout. Now the Tandem boys, consisting of Ken Ogata, who is visually impaired and also a recent participant in the just concluded Paralympics representing Kenya, take on the pace, making duties together with his pilot as the rest follow up behind them. Onto Uhuru Highway and past Bunyala Roundabout, and it seems Ken Ogata and his pilot have had a proper one against the peloton, as we see gaps on the road before we even get to them. Past the Nyayo roundabout, we have Gabriel Ambuko at the front, and on the 11th wheel is Boaz, a favorite to podium in black, who started the attacks at the Bunyala climb, while leading the other group at the back past the media guy to our right is John Karras, popularly known as Joe Kaki. Not contented with the speeds at the front, another of the Black Mamba guys assumes pace-making duties as he goes past Gabriel Ambuko, looking behind to see if any other jumps on his wheel. The peloton is now back intact as we see Ken Ogata in white on the tandem and Simon in luminous green arm sleeves, fist bumping the media guys covering the race as they go past the Madaraka roundabout and the cyclists up the tempo while approaching the second climb of the day at T-Mall Overpass, led by Ken Ogata in white and his pilot in blue skin suits. Once again, great views from the overpass in the back of the city as another of the Mamba category riders takes to the front at the crest. On to Wilson Airport. As the weather changes a bit, we have the tandem boys on the pacemaking duties again, followed closely by Gabriel Ambuko as we see a single file peloton forming up, meaning the tempo at the front by Ken Ogata and his pilot is as it should be for a race of this stature. Past the U-turn at Uhuru Gardens, and the once one peloton is disintegrated, each one having to put more effort on their pedals to catch up with the 5 leaders up front, with gaps now all over the road as we go past Wilson Airport again, descending to the start area and finish of lap 1 of 3. We are now finished with lap 1 of the Black Mamba Paracyclists category as we get aerial shots of the race village in the start area, Neo Stadium, ready for the start of the elite women's race. This is Nyayo Stadium, where we can spot the colors of the Kenyan flag on the seats as we get to see aerial shots of South Sea Estate and the start of Langata Road, which is part of the race, and the Nyayo roundabout, where the race participants will be joining Langata Road from the Nairobi Expressway above it. And let's head to the start.
A lady cyclist, please make your way through. We need you through because we only have less than 2 minutes before the ladies are flagged off.
And the ladies are flagged off as we get to see the overhead shots of the start. The race commissaire at the front, leading the ladies onto the neutral zone on the X5, past Athletics Kenya and onto Uhuru Highway, and below the Nairobi Expressway. This is still the neutral zone as we get the video feed from the motorbike as the ladies warm up before the official start of their race. From the feed, we can spot Berber Kramer immediately behind the motorbike, Claudette on her left in the orange helmet, some of the Kenyan riders ladies team in orange tops, Kate Carissa in white top and orange helmet to the furthest right. And a crash has just happened in the neutral area. Excitement and a touch of wheels as some ladies hit the floor. One affected was Jacinta Nojoki in this melee. And the race is officially on as Sharon from the Kenya Riders team in the blue Polygon bike attacks and moves to the front in anticipation of going first up the Banyala climb, as the rest shape up wanting to take a favorable position going up the first climb of the day. We can see positions already taken up as Berber Kramer and Jamila Asjar are among the first three at the start of Banyala climb, with Alice right behind them. Claudette having enough of this Attacks followed closely by another in Valentine Giruto, Valentine dropping, and Berber, Alice, and Dahlia closed the gap to the front too as we crest the Bunyala climb and onto Lower Hill Road. So with hesitation from the bunch, Berber Kramer assumes pace, making duties, followed by Claudette, Alice, and Dalai as the fourth wheel as the Kenyan Riders ladies team clad in orange tops, led by Monica Jelimo, strategize on their next move. Berber Kramer leads the ladies, followed by Alice as they take the right turn and a descent towards Haile Selassie roundabout over the ramp, and we can now see Nancy on the furthest left now, leading the ladies group, followed by Alice and Dalai, Berber, Monica Jelimo, Kendra Mary, Claudette, and lastly Dina Safari in black top and blue bib shorts as they approach the roundabout. Team Uganda on our left, trying to close the gap as Alice attacks on the Uru Highway, with Dale and Monica Jelimo reacting to her move. Berber Kramer is back to the front again with Delia, Claudette, and Jamila Asdra right behind her.